First pitch of the at-bat. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike. 0-1. And fellows, these Astros entering play here tonight. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, what I want you to focus on is the fact that this team does not like to run. Very station to station. It's going to take a couple of hits to score runs with this offense. They swing the bats well, but they don't put any pressure on the defense as far as base running.
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Perfect baseball weather. 82 degrees at first pitch tonight. Swinging a soft liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two-base hits this year. And you can see right there where they rank in that category. Strike one to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1. Ripped down the first base line. The 0-2 pitch. And this pitch is swung on and missed. And the AL's leading hitter is set down on strikes. 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Here's Justin Upton now. No balls and 1 strike. We'll check in with an average still south of 230. 17 home runs and an even 70 RBIs. Upton in a hole, 0-2 the count to him.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides of it.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Jake Jewell, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't very good. Knocked out after 3 innings and took the loss. They're expecting much more from him, and he needs to get off to a flying start in this one.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First delivery to him on the way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Trout is right there, 1 down. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matty, I'm a big fan of what Brian McCann has done for this team lately. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Altuve. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Upton. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Now batting, Carlos Correa, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corner.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Tony Mason. He went deep in the contest last night. Here's the first pitch to him. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Correa leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And it's 1-1. The 1-1. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
3-2 now. And it's fouled away.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And a 2-seam fastball there, but this is chopped fouled at the plate for strike 1. Two down, runners at first and second. A ball and a strike to Brian McCann. Missed with the curveball there, and he falls behind it 2-1.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Now the 2-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Count remains 2-2. Now another 2-2. And a neck-high fastball that time. Marwin Gonzalez would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Digging in, Zach Cozart. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he's got 3 base hits in 19 tries. He's taken him deep once. No balls and a strike to count. Heading out toward shallow right. Waiting on it is Kemp. 1 away.
Time for a look at the Astros on D. And let's take a look at Carlos Correa. I had an old friend say to me one time, this is what they look like. And this is exactly what it looks like. The ability to play gold glove defense and hit in the middle of the order. I smell a potential Hall of Fame career.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. Here comes the first pitch. And he hung a curveball that time that stayed high. Count now a ball and a strike. A 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Hit in the air down the right field line. Waiting on it is Kemp. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7. Designated hitter.
And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Carlos Santana. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Putter low, 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Two balls and a strike to the Angels' first baseman. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And now that'll hop over the wall. So he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
0-1 the count.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Next up for the Astros, Marwin Gonzalez. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Marwin Gonzalez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. The 1-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Now another 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. Hey guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. No balls and 1 strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
The count now at 2-1. Heading out towards shallow right. In there, a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Evan Gattis now standing in. In the dirt here. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Missed with a slider. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Gurriel, base runner at first with 1 out. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. And that'll get over the wall. So forget about sending the runner. It'll be second and third now with only 1 away.
Off the bat, it looked like that might bring their first run of the game across. But those hopes ended quickly when it hopped over the wall. Everyone gets 2 bases on a ground rule double, so the runner from first is forced to stay at third, and the next guy is going to have to be the one to put them on the board.
Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. And he has been, pardon the cliche, in fuego of late. Seen that average shoot up quite a bit over the past 8 ball games. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Oh, 1 count, and the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
This is going to be an interesting pitch right here. Does he bury something in the dirt? Does he go for the double play and give up the run? Or does he go for the punch out? Let's see what happens.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And he makes the throw to first. Kemp is retired. 2 down now. Riding in once again, Alex Bregman. It was a fly out for him to start the home first. First pitch on its way. Curveball that time, not even close. the 1-0. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 2 left for the Astros. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Now in the box, Martin Maldonado. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he's batting .450. Here comes the first pitch. Seared down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. 0-1. Here it comes. Curveball stays a little high that time. Fastball right over the outside corner. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
1 away, and here's the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons. First delivery to him on the way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Just got a piece to the right side. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. 3rd inning, no score to this point. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Altuve has a play. 2 down. Ready for another chance? Mike Trout. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a strike. Line drive to left. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Altuve, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Jose Altuve.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's Simmons at short. Reined in. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 1.
And while we have a moment, let's take a look at our upcoming schedule to see where we'll be for the next 7 days. Here's Carlos Correa now. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Fastball called for strike 2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that's off his leg on the mound. And this is caught in the air over at third. And that's going to wind up a 1-5 putout. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Digging in to try it again, Tony Mason. He drew a walk his first time up. Here comes the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded by Kozar. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. 1-2-3. Ready now for L.A. Justin Upton was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch on its way to Upton. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Gonzalez looks up. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. Justin Upton with the solo home run. Number 18 for him on the campaign as the Angels take a 1-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Third baseman, number 7, Zach Kozar.
Into the box, Zach Kozar. As he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Now a big swing by Valbuena, and he connects. This is carrying well, and this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And the Angels have taken a 3-0 lead.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Now batting, designated hitter, Carlos Santana.
Here's Carlos Santana now. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
3 runs already home here. Pulled high in the air out to right field. On the run is Kemp. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The right fielder, number 31, Chris Carter.
Into the box, Chris Carter looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. Altuve waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, catcher, Martin Maldonado.
Now at the plate, Martin Maldonado. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. windup and the 0-1. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the Crawford boxes and gone. A solo shot here to left, number 10 for him on the year, as the Angels have now opened up a 4-0 lead. So that was the third home run for these guys today.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
In now is Andrelton Simmons, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one.
There's a slogan that's throwing too many strikes. That might be the case for this guy in this outing right here. So far, not pitching all that well, but 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Angels 4 and the Astros nothing. Matt Vasgersian back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as the left-handed hitting catcher Brian McCann settles in to start out the inning at the plate. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this will be fouled away. The pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And it's 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Shin high fastball that time. Ball 3.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off ball.
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Brian McCann becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone into the upper deck. solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 17 for him on the season. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel, she'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him. Digging in for his second at-bat, Evan Gattis. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First offering on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Gurriel, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Outside and low, 3-0. 3-0 pitch is taken, strike 1.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
The right fielder, number 18, Tony Kemp.
Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. The relay. The tag, and he's out going for third. A 1-run is in to score on the play.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
This game is unbelievable sometimes, Dan. There's a bullet knock right there. You're expecting an RBI. He almost hit it too good. He can't even score.
Boy, too good is it, Mark. This is one right here. It just kind of gets out to the outfield. It's so quick that the runner not able to score from second base.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and a couple of men left. We played 4 full. The Halos lead this one 4-2. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1 the count. Wind up and the 0-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. And the fastball just a bit high.
Trying to count 2-2.
Popped him up. Gurriel on the move. Makes the play, one away.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
So one away here with the bases empty, and standing in the ever dangerous Mike Trout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
The 2-0 on the way. Finds the zone, strike one.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Ground ball right side. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Justin Upton.
Digging in and looking for more, Justin Upton comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
Swing and a line drive. But this is going to get foul. The 1-2. Grounder down the line at third. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. He watches a splitter for a called third strike, and his side is retired. Angels are gone in order as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Here's Carlos Correa now as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Pitch on the way. Hard on the ground toward short. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Mason.
In now, Tony Mason as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. But a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. The 2-1 home is high and outside for a ball.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
From the stretch. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0. And he fouls this one off. The 2-1. And he gets a piece there and chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. The 2-2. Locks him up for strike 3. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Tyler Skaggs.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. His career numbers with Tyler Skaggs. He's 4 for 13. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. Skaggs, a California-born ball player who was selected in the 1st round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
You know, I know this guy isn't the superstar everyone thought he was going to be when he was drafted in those high rounds, but he has had a solid big league career.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike 1. Correa at second. Mason on at first with 2 down. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. The 0-2 delivery. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he struck him out. So a masterful job of being thrown into the fire and getting the big strikeout to end the inning. 2 left for the. So striding in, Zach Kozar. He singled his last time up.
Number 7, Zach Kozar. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Astros, number 15, Brandon Morrow.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses. Ball 1.
Awfully frustrating for a pitcher. You make a close pitch like that just barely misses. Whew, that's a tough one to get back.
And Kozar even in the count at 1-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Correa backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Luis Valbuena will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, he's only 2 for 10. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Gonzalez is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Carlos Santana.
So now Carlos Santana, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Angels go down. Leading off the inning, Evan Gattis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Evan Gattis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now the big overhand curveball makes him swing and miss. Just a bit late. And
he was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Gaddis is retired, and there's one away.
Right fielder.
Ready for another shot now. Tony Kemp. His career numbers with Tyler Skaggs. He's 1 for 3. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Slow bouncer to the right side, but it gets fouled. The 0-2 home. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Another one sent foul. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Shin high fastball that time. Ball 3. Jose Altuve would be next. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 326 sign in right. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Popped him up. Maldonado over to his left, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Angels 4 and the Astros 2. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. The Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Here's Chris Carter now. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, he's 0 for 4.
Right fielder number 31, Chris Carter. Fans, it's getting close to back to school time here at the ballpark, but there's still time to take in a few more games before that dreaded first bell rings. Individual seats are still available, or why not pick up a 4 or 6 game mini plan? Perfect for those final few nights of summer vacation. Visit any stadium ticket window for ticket information. Astro fans, don't forget about the 6th inning slam. We'll draw one lucky contestant, and if the Astros hit a grand slam that inning, he or she will walk away with a cool $25,000. Last season, Astro fans Lauren Ascension and Chris Clements both were winners. It could happen to you too. Stop by the 6th inning slam kiosk behind the Crawford boxes in left field and sign up today. Fans, this reminder that our series with the Angels continues here tomorrow night. Good seats are still available here at any ballpark ticket window, or visit us online at astros.com. And we'll see you here at Minute Maid Park. Fans, be sure to check the flip side of your game ticket for a coupon good for 15% off your purchases at the Astros Authentics kiosk. You'll find jerseys, bats, and other authentic game news memorabilia from Astros greats from both today and yesteryear. The Astros Authentics kiosk is located on the main concourse near section 119.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And now pitch on the way. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike two.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up and it says 0-2.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Liner toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night.
The batter, number 2. Shortstop.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. The second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, he's batting .412. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Simmons, the runner at first with 2 gone. Shoots this one over to first. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
That's the only way to combat a nasty cutter. You have to find a way to fight and stay inside that baseball and drive it the other way.
Ready once again, Mike Trout 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
The bouncer to the left side. Bregman gloves it. Throw on to first. He'll be in time, and a good chance for the Angels.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Angels.
Here's Carlos Correa now. Try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Outside with the breaking pitch, and he falls behind at 2-0.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
2-1 to count. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Boy, he looks strong up there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order and against the middle of the order, too.
And he'll strike out here yet again. Here's Justin Upton now. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Colin McHugh been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base. Riding in once again, Zach Kozar. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Bregman fields it cleanly. Altuve for 1. Return throw not in time, and that turned into a closer play than I thought it would at first sight.
Up next for the Angels.
Ready once again, Luis Valbuena. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. In there for strike 1, 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Manny V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
1-1 to count. McHugh pauses, ready with the 1-1 pitch. In the air to straightaway center field. And he can't track it down as this ball falls. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's now 6-2.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan. But you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, D-Roll, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Carter is off at first with 2 away. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Angels. Jose Alvarez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Marwin Gonzalez will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Digging in to try it again, Yuli Gurriel. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. First pitch coming, here it is. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Liner towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
It's really important to be a second baseman and have some athletic ability. And how about this right here? He goes up high to snag this line drive that was definitely headed to the outfield for a base hit.
He's set. Here it comes. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. So Set to start the ninth now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our presentation of Major League Baseball on the show. And now a pitch on the way. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land out there just foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Digging in and looking for more, Ian Kinsler. Lifetime history with Colin McHugh. He's got 3 base hits in 16 tries. Popped him up. Gurriel moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. And a clean base hit, so he gets off the schneid, as they say, and is now 1 for 5 in the game. So still 2 away, and Justin Upton will bat next. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So now the Angels cleanup batter, Justin Upton. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Missed with a breaking ball. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Here's the 1-2. And another foul ball. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Angels strand 1. They lead it 6-2. Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. In prior at-bats against Jose Alvarez, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Max Stassi will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth. They've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Third baseman, number 2, Alex.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Alex Bregman will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Line hard to the left side, but foul.
I know he wants that pitch back. He put good wood on that ball. But let's give credit to the pitcher right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Got him a little bit out in front.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Hit out towards second. Up with it is Kinsler. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Ready for another chance? Jose Altuve. In prior at-bats against Jose Alvarez, he's 1 for 4. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Bouncer down the line. Throw to first here is going to be in time as the Angels have ended their 5-game losing streak as the ball game is over.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games. But they got the monkey off their back here with the win and are hoping to build on that now.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Halos took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Tyler Skaggs wins out of the bullpen his 9th victory.
It's September 1st. Welcome to Inside the Show as rosters have expanded. Starting out west in the American League, the Angels sent 3 balls into the seats as they got a win over the Astros in Houston, 6-2. The Oakland Athletics combined for 10 hits as a team as they sank the Mariners 10-3. The Minnesota Twins went deep 4 times as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington, 8-7. The Tigers starting pitcher, number 62, earned the victory while striking out 11, helping lead the Tigers to the win over the Yankees 3-1. The Boston Red Sox put up 16 hits on the day as they beat the White Sox on the south side 13-1. The Indians knocked out 12 hits as a team as they grabbed the win in a walk-off against the Rays 4-3. The Baltimore Orioles amassed an impressive 6 home runs in the game as they dethroned the Royals 8-2. The Atlanta Braves combined for 4 total home runs as they sank the visiting Buccos 10-0. The Marlins got 11 hits overall as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 5-0. Bryce Harper was a major force at the plate, driving in 4 as the Nationals downed the Brewers 5-4. Jason Hayward had 3 hits in the contest as the Cubs took care of the Phillies 5-4. Luke Gregerson got his 3rd win this season, helping lead the Cards past Cincinnati 3-2. The Los Angeles Dodgers knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 5-3. The win was their 7th in a row. The Colorado Rockies hit 3 long balls as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 5-4. The Mets launched 3 home runs as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 5-2. And that's the show on this first day of September. It should be a fun day of watching all the newly minted major leaguers making their debuts. And don't forget to listen in tomorrow to see how they did.
Downtown Houston, Texas on a Saturday night in Minute Maid Park. Tonight it's the third of this four-game weekend series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Houston Astros. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Garrett Cole gets the start for Houston in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Their ball club is going to have to keep a close eye on this one. This guy's nearing 200 innings on the season, and that's a lot of innings. A guy that takes the ball every 5 days. I'm sure they're going to watch to see if there are any signs of him tiring early in this one.
And, fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. This guy's hitting over 450 his last 10 games. He's the guy I'm watching, but not only in this game. I watched him in batting practice too, and he was hammering the ball. When you get on a kind of a roll like he is right now, his confidence is soaring, and right now he's seeing the ball great.
Hit on the ground out to short. To his left, Correa. Throw on to first takes care of Kinsler here for out number 2. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. First shot for him here, and with the season winding down, he's closing in on a league batting title. And that misses low and away, ball 1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Cole, a former Pittsburgh Pirate, he came here by way. Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Angels are gone in order, and now the Astros will go to work for the first time. No score. Garrett Richards will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, I'm a big fan of Garrett Richards. This guy's stuff is unbelievable. 95 to 97 miles an hour with sink, and sometimes that fastball he throws, it has a mind of its own. Sometimes it sinks, sometimes it cuts. Good, hard, vicious breaking slider, and his changeup has gotten better. The key to Garrett Richards is staying healthy, and if he's healthy and brings his A game, he has the potential to throw a no-hitter every time he takes the bump.
Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Dero, what's the word on this club as they start the new month?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup and one thing jumps out. The fact that there is a ton of swing and miss up and down the lineup. They lead the league in strikeouts, and I'll tell you what, could become a big problem today if this guy's hitting the outside corner.
Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They come in fresh off a victory last time out, but it comes on the heels of a 5-game losing streak prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
The 1-1 home is a breaking ball in off the plate.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
1 out, nobody on. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Batting third, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. His past history with Richards. He has an even 10 hits in 38 ABs. First pitch coming. Here it is. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Trout has a read on it. And that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. Still no score. Here's Justin Upton now.
Leading off for the Angels, the left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
First pitch on its way to Upton. Right over the middle, knee high. Upton, or simply J-Up, he was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Grounded to short. Correa has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the Astros on D. And let's focus our attention on the guy behind the plate putting the digits down. That's Brian McCann. I don't think he gets enough credit for his defense. The ability to massage a pitching staff, soft hands, and a nice throwing arm to second base. We already know from the offensive side he's a multiple-time All-Star with the ability to launch.
At the plate, Zach Cozart. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Luis Valbuena is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's 3 for 15. 2 balls and a strike to the Angels' first baseman. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa.
The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And that one just missed outside.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
2-1 now. The 2-1 home. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field, but that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall at left center. A little more hang time, and that one probably gets out of here.
Next up for the Astros, Tony Mason. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses inside 1-0. Correa stands at second with no outs. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Missed with a slider.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Marwin.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. His past history with Richards. He's got 3 base hits in 23 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. First offering on its way. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Now the 1-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. None out, runners at first and second. And my goodness, that nearly got him as he had to back away from it. It's ball 3.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And guys, we need to seriously focus on the defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
Striding in for Houston, Yuli Gurriel. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's over the train tracks. An incredible blast. A 3-run shot down the line in left. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Astros have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, my eyesight is good, but I'm going to need a replay to see where that thing landed. That thing carried about 460 feet, which is staggering when you think about it. I know one person who's not impressed, though, and he's standing on the mound.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Now the payoff pitch home. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks at bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Evan Gaddis now standing in. His past history with Richards. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. Here's the first pitch to him. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight to the strike zone.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tony Kemp. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and a strike to count. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. McCann leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. That's lifted the other way out to left. And this is taken in by Upton, and that ends the inning. But 3 runs. So now Carlos Santana. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.